What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. This is another Starborne Frontiers video. So I just want to give a massive shout out to Solid Cloud for sponsoring today's video. I've already released quite a few different videos on the game, guys. We have a beginner guide, top 10 best epics in the game to make sure you're investing in the right ones, some tips and tricks, how to gear your units, and in today's video, I want to focus on the clan boss slash the Alliance Vault. This is the content that will give you the best rewards. Now, if by any chance you're not familiar with Starborne Frontiers, it's a free-to-play tactical auto battle RPG game, a hero collector game available on both PC and mobile. You can actually download their client directly from Steam. If you guys want to help and support the channel, if you want to get involved, if you like what you see on the screen, you can download the game by using my link in the description down below or in the pinned comments and come and join me in Starborne Frontiers. So, the very first thing, guys, super important, join an alliance as fast as possible. That will ensure that you are going to maximize your rewards. So, if we're going to head over to battle or to alliance, whatever you guys want to, click on the alliance raids, and right here, you're going to have the clan boss slash the Alliance Vault. Now, from here, you're going to have multiple difficulties. And of course, you're going to participate with your entire clan to ensure that you are actually defeating each one of the difficulties. Very similar with other games, I would say. If you are killing each one of the difficulties, you are going to get double the rewards. So in this case, for example, I want to make sure I'm going to use another key on the hard difficulty to help my clan break down hard, so we're getting double rewards. Now, these right here are the rewards that you're getting, are of course the requirements for the top chest, and as you may notice, you're going to get gear, you're going to get platinum, you're going to get beacons, you're going to get arena tokens, you're going to get tons and tons of awesome rewards. So this is the best content that you can do in the game. Of course, the higher the difficulty, the better the rewards as well. Now, with my clan, we haven't actually unlocked the highest difficulties just yet, but you can even get refit kits as well for units, which is really, really helpful. What exactly we need to know about this clan boss? So, as usual, you will require to follow specific strategies, bring in the right units, but I will walk you through it in just a second. Right here, if you are curious to kind of like get an idea of what formations are being used the most, you can actually have a look. A lot of these heroes come for free or they're really accessible. So you're getting her for free, you're getting him for free, you're getting him for free, you're getting him for free. And I'm not sure if you're getting him for free as well, or you're just going to end up in summoning a rare unit, much easier to get than a legendary or an epic. There are a couple of things that you should keep in mind, okay? So positioning is going to be super, super important. Now, the boss is this one right here, as you guys may notice, is the actual vault. And it will prioritize with a laser beam the unit that has the highest hit points, the highest HP. In my case, is going to be my healer. Now, of course, you can play around with the stats. I'm very low on credits / gold, so I'm not able to equip all of my units with crazy stats. Plus, of course, my healer is at level 60. My tank is only at level 50. So you would want to get Shepherd with the highest HP, of course, just to basically make your life easier and have the boss prioritize him with a laser beam. And then, of course, you would have to move your other unit in a different location to make sure that only Shepherd, which is the tank, will get beamed. If not, you're going to lose your formation really, really quick. So we are going to use Shepherd, Wisteria, Yarrow, Butcher, and Salvation for my team. Now, one thing to keep in mind, the boss will have some pretty nasty skills. With the passive right here, the boss will be immune to control, blocker, and speed down debuffs, and charge loss effects. At the end of each round, the boss clears defensive barriers 2 every turn. The boss gains Reactor Overcharge, increasing to Reactor Overcharge 3 in round 20 and Reactor Overcharge 4 in round 50. The more you survive, the stronger the boss will become. With the charge skill, as you guys may notice, is going to hit pretty much all of your units. The boss deals 35% damage to all enemies, bypassing their shield, inflicting attack down for 2 turns, and removes 1 charge from each enemy. Additionally, the boss gains defensive barrier 2. With the active skill, as you guys may notice, the boss deals 130% damage to all enemies in the row containing the enemy with the highest current health, bypassing enemy shield, and inflicts Hull Shred 2 permanently while gaining defense barrier 2. So you want to make sure the row where the unit with the highest HP is clear so nobody else will get hit behind it. Now, because my healer is the unit with the highest HP, I want to make sure I'm positioning the rest of my units around it to make sure they are still going to get healed. If not, that will be a problem. Now, the main thing that will enable you to deal crazy damage in this content, guys, is basically bringing in corrosion. Corrosion is king in here. So we have Shepherd, which is my tank, and with a passive, as you guys may notice, when directly damaged, this unit inflicts corrosion 1 and attack down on the attacker. Now, it is pretty hard to build him, especially if you don't have very, very good gear, because he needs hacking, he needs a bit of speed, and tons of survivability. Then, of course, we're going to bring in different units. We have Wisteria, which as well will bring in tons of corrosion with the active skill, with the charge skill. So we're going to have a lot of corrosion from there. And the passive can inflict Inferno too. Then we have Butcher. Not necessarily the best unit versus this boss, but I really don't have enough materials to build up another corrosion unit, even to level 50. But we're going to get some pretty crazy damage. Now, Butcher overall is a great unit versus bosses because it does bring Inferno 2, which is actually really, really helpful. It is a form of damage over time. And then, of course, we're going to have Yarrow right here, which will bring more corrosion to the table. With the active skill, with the charge skill, and the passive will basically increase his hacking and speed, which is going to be really, really helpful. Now, once you set your team right, you've positioned your team in the right order, you have everything that you need, engage, and this will go on auto. You don't actually have to do anything whatsoever. So that's the beauty of it. I'm going to play it on 1x speed just for a second, just so you guys can see how everything plays out in here. Then, of course, I'm going to show you the builds on each one of my units. So, the boss should be smashing us pretty soon with the beam. There you go. You see, it only hits my healer, nobody else. That's why you want to position your units in a specific order. If your tank is the highest HP, just move your other damage dealer behind your healer, and like that, you're not going to have to worry about them getting damaged. When the other skill comes in play is an AoE, it hits the entire board. You cannot dodge it no matter what you're doing. But thankfully, that attack is not as powerful as the beam. So, switching back to 2x speed, as you guys may notice, we are constantly landing lots and lots of debuffs. A lot of corrosion. We have some Inferno in there. This is what brings us a lot of damage. We are getting debuffed by the boss, which is something that we can't really dodge in the team, at least not for the very moment. Maybe once I'm going to get much better units, I can somehow implement a cleanser, something that will allow me to dodge that attack down. But to be honest, we are counting on corrosion. When you're building units that deal dot damage, you don't have to worry about their attack. All that really matters is to have enough hacking to land the debuff, which is kind of like the equivalent of accuracy. Have decent survivability to make sure that your units are not dying fast. And of course, have a decent amount of speed to ensure that they are taking turns and they are actually using their skills and they will land the debuffs so we can actually put in some serious damage. We currently have 1.1 million damage, which is really, really helpful. The top damage for this difficulty, for the top chest, is 1.2 or 1.3, something like that. So we're going to get that without a problem. You see, the AoE deals decentish damage, but not enough to wreck our entire squad. Plus, my healer Salvation is the best epic healer in the game, and it really handles the issue without a problem. It fully heals the team back in no time. And thankfully, it's pretty tanky as well, so it can survive for quite a while. It can survive for quite a while, even when that beam hits Salvation. is probably gonna take 50% down. At the moment, it's not even close to 50% down. I mean, it is pretty close, around 40%. The more we go into the fight, of course, the more damage the boss is going to deal. As you guys probably noticed, I think it took over 50% right there. But we're already at 2 million damage. By now, I've killed the boss with both of my keys. So all of my clan will get a double chest, right? So it's a win-win basically for everybody, including myself, including the rest of my clan. Because, hey, you gotta help out your clan. That's why you are not playing a solo game. We lost one of our damage dealers, and slowly we are going to most likely lose the other ones as well. Ooh, Butcher almost died there as well. That was really, really close. So Butcher as well is at level 60. As I mentioned, I could bring in another corrosion unit and actually get better damage. But unfortunately, I just don't have another one available. So we lost our tank right there. Even if not necessarily to bring in another corrosion unit, maybe a unit that will enhance the damage, right? That could be really, really helpful as well. So we have almost 2.7 million damage. Salvation still surviving in there. Wisteria the same. Okay, we lost Salvation, but hey, we reached 2.7 million damage. I'm actually really happy with that. So look at corrosion, 20k, 25. It really depends if it's corrosion 1, corrosion 2. But very good damage. So talking about their actual damage dealt, as you guys may notice, Butcher is not really doing a lot of work in here with his Inferno, so he could definitely be replaced. So he's an epic hero. But bringing in Wisteria, bringing in, of course, Shepherd is the right way to go. Look at Wisteria, 1.6 million damage. So corrosion is key when you are doing this content, you know. Let me just quickly share the builds with you. We're still not done with killing the boss by the looks of it, but hopefully other people will be able to push in some bigger numbers. If not, my key will regenerate in the next 5 hours and a half, and I'm gonna be able to give it another go and finally end this difficulty and get double chest, collect some sweet precious loot. Now, let me just quickly show you the builds that I have. Really, they're not great builds, to be honest. As I mentioned, I still need to get some more credits to be able to level up my gear a bit more and stuff. Starting with Butcher, because he is at level 60 and he's in front of everybody. There we go. I have him built on speed, and I have him built on speed on hacking, and I have him built on a crit set. I do want to have some crit rate on him to deal some raw damage and stuff. The higher the attack on him, actually the better, because that's how Inferno kind of like works. Some speed in here. I could probably drop some speed to gain more attack, to be honest, but nothing crazy. Probably this is one of the better builds that I currently have on any of my units. Salvation definitely has the ultimate best build that I can give her, and that's mainly because I need her to offer a lot of support. Salvation heals based off her own HP, so the higher the HP on her, the better the healing. So I have a speed set, and I have, of course, 2 fortitude sets, which will give me 15% HP each for each 2 set piece. I want her pretty fast because the more often she moves, the more healing I'm going to get. Now, I'll be honest, I do have a bit of an overkill on speed on her at the moment, so I could probably drop this for HP percentage, but I just don't have any available. So I decided to go with speed instead. Then, moving on to the next unit, guys, we have Shepherd. Actually, we have Wisteria in front of Shepherd. She's another amazing epic unit. Tons of corrosion from her skills, as you guys probably noticed before when I showcase her skills. So right here we have a hacking, we have a defense set, and we have a crit set. And that's because I don't really have better pieces from other sets. The main thing that you're trying to aim for, at least for this difficulty, is to have somewhere around 180, 190, 200 hacking, have over 90 speed, and try to get over 10k HP. Because they're not at level 60, all of them, it's pretty hard to get a high survivability, higher HP than I currently have. But I try to basically make it work. I have a HP HP sensor right here, hacking software to make sure I have enough hacking, and I have HP thrusters. Then moving on to the next one, guys, and that is Yarrow right here. Again, tons of corrosion, very, very good for this content. And speed, we have a fortitude, and we have a hacking set. Once again, close to 200 hacking, decent amount of HP on this unit actually, and we have 105 speed. So nothing too crazy. My gear is not at the highest level. Some of them are level 8, some of them are 10, some of them are 12. So a lot of room for improvement. And then Shepherd is actually a pretty amazing tank. Very helpful for the clan boss, for the vault. And you want to equip this unit, again, with high hacking. It's pretty hard to build this unit properly. I do have a decent amount of HP. If I would take this unit to level 60, I would definitely have the highest HP on Shepherd, but unfortunately it's only at level 50. You want to aim at having over 90 speed, as I mentioned. We have 171 hacking. Not enough. Maybe that's something that reflected in his overall damage, because we haven't actually really landed a lot of corrosion with him. Plus, he was not the main target for the laser beam, which of course basically makes him take less damage. So he's not going to get hit as much, which overall drops his damage because he doesn't have a chance to apply corrosion as often as he should, basically, right? But that's pretty much all for this video, guys. That's a straight to the point guide on the clan boss in a Starborne Frontiers. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What's your favorite team? What's your favorite unit so far? And if you want to help and support the channel, if you want to try Starborne Frontiers, you can download the game by using the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. As usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. A massive shout out to Solid Cloud for sponsoring the video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.